Great sunrise, family. I want to talk about how I don't know if I can be heard. I have lights in. I don't know what I need to do to this out. Hopefully, I can be heard better now. Okay, come on in. Come on in. Let's see. I want to talk about knowledge because I don't want us to be under the misguidance of thinking that self knowledge is only something you have to get from outside of you. And it's not true. Your truth is passed down from within biologically. And not only biologically, but that's what we have families. Even though many of our families, things are not clear to a lot of things are misconstrued, told the best way they can tell it. And some things are embellished. But that's where intuition comes in. That's how you know what is going to be good and what is not going to be good. Usually that you cannot not accept coming from a place of lies is usually the truth. I was going to put it a different way because when you're used to something, a lot of people say, well, that's the way we always done it. But that doesn't mean it's the right way, right? Hey, DOD, welcome. It doesn't mean it's the right way. It means that knowledge may need to be looked at and revamped in the correct, proper manner. And so that things can be done better. For example, like in the workplace, you see, that's where you hear a lot of, well, this is the way we always done it. So somewhere, somebody got the information, but the interpretation was given to you, and you were able, because it's within you already, you are able to decipher what it really means, the truth of that matter. That's what it takes, a different eye to come in and look at things, how things have been done, and seeing what's the problem, and then solving that situation. Well, that's where we're at in our knowledge, our self-knowledge on this planet. I talked about the ego yesterday, well, the other day, and how it blocks us from our our truth. We think a lot of times our truth has to be in a book. Well, that same truth came from someplace. It came from someplace to be put in a book, to be understood when we're supposed to overstand and understand, because it all comes from you. But so we think that these people who have burnt down, confiscated our things have the only copy of our information, and they won't give us our information, right? Well, that's not true. That's not true. We carry our information of self. We carry our truths. We carry everything within us. It's in our DNA. But we overlook it because the excitement of things outside of us have made it seem more greater than anything within yourself. So we're always looking outward for our answers. We're always looking outward for our information of self instead of recognizing that we can be guided from within. See, the same things are in the books. Someone put them there. Someone that is attached, connected to us, even though things have been misconstrued over the times, over the years, doesn't mean that you naturally can't decipher it when you're in your correct estate, your proper estate, your proper place. And being guided or allowing yourself to be guided to your information if you really, really are trying to resolve your situations. See? Okay. Come on. So, how are you doing today, DOD? I hope all is well with you as it is with me. But it's all around us, but we just have to seek it and seek the correct way to decipher it. And like I said, it's all within us. We don't need to worry about someone has this book, that book. We'll be guided to those things. Those things will come to us once you start. No, I'm walking. Once we start seeking, once we start seeking without the ego, yeah, I'm doing great. Once we start seeking without that ego and allow our higher selves to lead us, what day it is today. Smells beautiful. Hold on. Settings. Camera. Front. See? It's a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. But knowledge is power. But you have to take your will and your power. You can't rely on other things to give you that. Something you have to go and get yourself. Soul search. You have to soul search because somebody may have taken your knowledge and stolen your knowledge, but have they really? Who is the joke on? Who is the joke on? Is it on you or them? Those who think they can. That's all the power they have is to do things physically and physically confiscate, hide, and be in secrecy. But I say it, I say they're the fools because they don't understand what knowledge is. They don't. They're not on that level, and that shows that they're not on your level because that's proof to you that they're not on your level because they have to take and physically hide something when you can't hide anything because it's all within you, family. Every bit of it is within you. So you have to think, are they really doing anything to you? Or am I just allowing it? You know. A lot of people are gonna allow it because a lot of people believe that somebody wicked can give them something good. And that goes against all of law of nature and law of the universe. You can't something bad can only yield bad. They can't yield you anything good. Um, we worship people worship, and that's why you know if you worship, just think if we worship the black people worship themselves, we would have everything. But right now, what's been revealed is uh, black people actually love white people when they worship them and they feel like they're obligated. And this is why white people have more because black people are giving it. Black people, once again, I say, this is why white people have way more because black people are the power behind giving and doing. You will jump up and do for a white person faster than you would ever do for a black person. And it's called worshiping. That's the only knowledge they gave you. That's not of love and self. That's not of self. That's of destruction. That's of destruction. So what has to happen is you have to stop giving them the power of thinking that they have something that you don't. She's good. She's good. So once we stop giving people the power over us, then maybe, perhaps, but what has been revealed, like I said, is their magic, which is the lower realm magic of getting you to say things like, I'm glad my wife is white, or I'm proud my wife is white, because of the incentives that whiteness gives Black men, at least the incentives that the illusion of the Black man receiving something from whiteness, that he did that to destroy the energy field of the Black woman. And in destroying the energy field, you know, they really pull the wool and dumbness over Black men. Because if you destroy, what do you think you're attached to, Black man? You're attached to the Black woman. So if they destroy her, they destroy you. And many times, this is the lack of knowledge of self, and thinking that people and thinking that people outside are somehow greater than you, are somehow greater than you. Reba, leave her alone. You go your way. Yeah. Well, so when thinking that you are obligated to something, that's what Christianity makes you feel like. That's what this realm has gotten you thinking, that you're obligated to something. You know, there's energy that holds us down. And I feel it many times. I feel the energy trying to hold me back from protecting and guiding my people, or showing you guys something. And or there's an energy, like when I'm back home in my hometown, I like to be around people, that I grew up around, and stuff in my communities. And there's always this really strong energy that wants me to that wants to hold me back, hold me down. It's really strong, and it's in this earth. Uh, it's been here for a long, long time. It's not nothing new. It's not this new high frequency energy, but I can feel it weakening as well. I can feel it, that bad, old, nasty energy of this planet is weakening. is weakening. The one that is, we'll go this way. The one that is holding us back and preventing us from striving and doing what we need to do. So I lost my train of thought again. So because a mother's job is never, never, ever done. So it's just like they knocking me off my train of thought constantly. Mm-mm. Now, Cheyenne, you no, you wanted to come with me and you wanted to ride the bike, right? So you're hindering me walking. Why didn't you just decide to stay home? Well, you gotta do something. Either you don't want to ride the bike, or you want to stay home, or you want to ride the bike. You gotta make your mind up. It's tiring. It's nonsense. Make your mind up. Next time you have to stay home. You have to make your mind up. That's craziness. You hindering me walking, running. I don't want to ride my. Well, the next time, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stay home, right? Because you don't want to walk. You don't want to ride. These children. But anyway, like I was saying, we can either love ourselves and stop, or we can continue to lift up that which is not no ways connected to you and believe the lies that have been spewed out to you, and continue going down a spiral, crooked pathway of to nothingness for us, and continue to allow them to flourish off of your energy. That's what you can do. That's the choices that we have to make, because they don't know anything that you don't already hold within you, and they don't know everything about that. They just know little. So with the little knowledge in books that have been put out, and how we know how people, when things are passed down, people misconstrue things. And when you have a twisted mind, or have a mind that's made differently from ours, then they cannot properly decipher you, and you will never be properly deciphered. So that's something we have to do for ourselves, and we have to stop believing all the lies and falsehoods that this illusion is bringing forth, or has brought forth. Yep, it's such a beautiful day out. Get out to my exercise. I'll probably walk around the other neighborhood in a little bit too. Um, Gotta go to dance class. And I'll probably walk around that hood while she's in the dance class. We have to go twice on Saturdays, early in the morning and then the evening for the oldest. Them clouds sure look beautiful. Yeah, I think you might be right. It feels like a 70 degrees because I got a jacket on. I'm wearing my jacket. So yeah, get your bike shine. Yeah, it's a little cool. So yeah, I would say it looks about 70. It feels about 70, and I was getting some old scents that I used to get. Scent, like smells, aroma from outside when I was little, younger. When I first stepped out. Well, I won't be on here too long because I'm supposed to be getting her to gymnastics, and we're running a little bit behind. So, with that said, thank you, DOD, for being here and your all your input and questions, everything. And just remember that the knowledge that we seek is not just in the book. The book came from somewhere. The book's information came from somewhere. And when it came out, it inspired the whole world. But it inspired the whole world to go down a wrong path because we know that when I tell DOD something and he goes back and tells somebody else after that, and somebody else after that, information always gets misconstrued depending, and then it goes to a different world that conceives everything differently than we conceive our world. So by the time it gets to that different world, it's a whole different concept, idea. It's a whole different information. And we cannot no longer recognize it as self. So with that said, true love, real peace, the higher self within the soul, peace and love, and enjoy this glorious, beautiful day. Enjoy it, family. Until next time.